US penalizes British bank $1 billion in Iranian trade sanctions case. Britain's Standard Chartered Bank has agreed to more than $1 billion in fines and forfeited assets to the US and New York State for violating US sanctions on trade with Iran. Federal and state prosecutors said Tuesday that between 2007 and 2011, the global financial institution processed about 9,500 financial transactions worth about $240 million through US financial institutions to benefit Iranian entities. Political prisoner freed after victorious resistance. Political prisoner Golrokh Ebrahimi Iraee was freed on bail from Evin Prison on April 8th in the evening. The Women's Committee of the National Council of Resistance of Iran salutes her freedom and thanks all bodies, organizations and human rights activists and advocates who campaigned for her and demanded her freedom. Iraee was arrested on September 6, 2014 by the IRGC for writing against stoning to death, a piece that was never published. She was threatened with execution several times during her interrogation, was deprived of medical treatment time and again, and was battered and treated inhumanely. Right Honourable David Jones, British MP, meets with Maryam Rajavi. David Jones, a senior British parliamentarian, met with Maryam Rajavi in the Iranian resistance settlement of Ashraf 3 on Saturday, April 6th, at the end of his trip to Albania and his two-day meetings with PMOI members. Jones stated that the outlawing of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps as a terrorist entity is a prerequisite for peace and the struggle against terrorism. He said that the Iranian regime and the IRGC are not only a threat to the Middle East region, but to the world at large. Rajavi recalled that the Iranian resistance has declared many times before that the terrorist listing of the IRGC in its entirety is imperative for peace, stability and security in the Middle East. Floods in Iran. 100,000 people of Avaz in danger. Incoming reports from the oil-rich province of Kurdistan in southwest Iran indicate more cities, towns and villages are in danger of being flooded by rising waters. There is no sign of state aid and people are taking matters into their own hands. Abdullah Sameri, a member of the regime's parliament from Khorramshahr, Kyrgyzstan, acknowledged the fact that the regime cannot control these flood conditions. Saudi Arabia welcomes US decision designating IRGC as terrorist group. Saudi Arabia welcomed on Tuesday Washington's blacklisting of Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization, according to state media. The official Saudi press agency quoted a foreign ministry source as saying, "The US decision, the kingdom's repeated demands to the international community to address the issue of Iranian-backed terrorism." Iran regime still planning free satellite launches this year, despite ramped-up US pressure. Iran said on Tuesday that it would press ahead with the launch of free satellites into orbit this year, despite a US move to curb Tehran's ballistic missile program, which Washington says has been advanced by the satellite activity. Iranian telecoms minister Mohammad Javad Azari Jarumi told on Tuesday that Tehran would stick to its plans to launch free satellites, and denied the US accusation that such activity is a cover for ballistic missile development. He said, "The rockets which have currently been developed in Iran for carrying satellites are not something that are a cover for another type of rocket activity."